Hello everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and look, we gotta get more silicon, and I don't have any better way to do it than just chuck down efficiency modules and hope that it'll help. I mean, it'll eventually help if only we had more stuff coming through. We very well may need to get more ore today. So, we've got a few things we need to do, as always. Figuring out liquid resin. Yeah, that can be a pain. Uh, You can make it quite simply with ammonia and... Just trying to remember how I did it. Like, you can do like really fancy liquid resin, but even liquid resin 1 is just ammonia and like some red catalyst ammonia and carbon dioxide, and that's pretty easy to work with. Yeah, sure, there's fancier stuff that require more materials, but just get what works, right? That's how I figure it. Okay, so we're going to need more nitric acid, which shouldn't be too difficult. We've got a few things to do today. We still need to improve silicon ingots, because that's going to be needed for all the silicon we need for yellow circuits, and we will get onto that just very soon. Bioliquid, yeah, exactly. There can be times where you could spend a while making like a very efficient process, or you could just ram your face into the keyboard and eventually it'll work. Personally, I approve of face ramming. I think face ramming is the way of the future. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but since when did I ever? Okay, so the problem with this setup is we need a lot more oxygen. Now we do that and that'll give us some more oxygen, but it won't give us enough. So what I'm actually thinking about doing is just slamming another one of these bad boys down, like right here. Like, never be afraid to slam your face down into a factory. And let's just make that bigger. Awesome. Okay, those are air filter ones. Why are they air filter ones? Seriously, who is managing this base? That's some crazy BS right there. And... Oh, the oxygen isn't even connected to that. Well, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Let's connect it to that. So that should actually fix my nitric acid problems. They were. They shouldn't have been, but they were. Okay, so... Oh, they came all the way with tier 1s. We're like, wait, you didn't even want tier 1s? Gosh. Okay, well, sorry guys. Sorry I made you come all the way down there for nothing. Alright, so that should get the nitric acid situation sorted. What else do we need to do? Cobalt improve. Connect lead and remove pump for blue. Oh, yeah, I know what that issue is. That's a weird one. So we've got a lead pipe down here, which is actually pretty full of lead. But the problem is we don't actually want that to happen. So we just get rid of that and that actually fixes a large deal of it. Because we've got all this lead coming through this crazy overloaded situation here, where it just pumps out lead so quickly. It's like the opposite of a cowboy. Cowboys fill you full of lead, that thing just empties out the lead. It's a doctor, if you will. Yes, that analogy works. Okay. And these are just going along their regular everyday lives. You don't seem to be having a problem with too much blue circuits, though. I thought we did. No, blue circuits, the problem is there. Okay. What is Twitch doing? Twitch is being weird. Stop it. Stop being weird, Twitch. Nope. It's just resigned to being weird. Okay, then. It's not a really big deal. Okay, so, that fixes up the connect lead and remove pump for blue. That was actually fairly simple, that one. Because blue science was a little bit lackluster. Okay, so they're going to go and do their thing. That's cool. I was doing a little bit of research, and I could actually replace some efficiency modules with speed modules for the thing. Good, got him. Speed modules with efficiency modules for slag production, and that would do quite a lot actually. But I don't know if I want to do it. I won't do that with all my main production. I think that's probably overkill. But certainly for this original line where I started doing this, that might be a good idea. Just turn some of these into speed modules. That's the plan at the moment. We'll see if that is actually what we do. But we'll get there. And then after this, I believe we've got to speed up these. Well, let's get silicon done first. Let's one thing at a time. And we'll speed up all these belts because they'll take forever otherwise. We'll speed up these just to help them go along. Okay, a lot of upgrades. And then we're going to probably just chuck some speed modules down here just to I imagine if we get silicon production up, it'll probably help the fact that I've got a lack of bars elsewhere. That's my theory anyway. Let's see if we're right. I can't see how it would hurt in any case. And in the worst case situation, it just means we've got more silicon being used, and that's only a good thing. Fast inserters, that's hilarious and terrible. You've really got to go fast on that, buddies. So, again, this is one of those things where I just sat on the wrong tech for far too long. That's alright. Okay, is that going the wrong way as well? It is. Wow, that would have sucked if that had stayed like that for too long. We may even want to upgrade these beyond blue. And, you know, resources are infinite, so there's no harm in doing that. Okay, that's producing plenty of silicon. Pretty happy with that, and that should hopefully make lots of silicon wafers. That's the intent anyway. Alright, what else do we have on the task list? Big green circuits, that's going to take a little bit of time, I don't want to do that right now. Cobalt improve, yeah, okay, I need that for my tungsten, don't I? Alright, let's go improve my tungsten, again! Manganese going not great, actually. I need to get more manganese on here. I think we've burnt through most of our manganese really quick. We may actually need to make a manganese refinery because we kind of started relying on it like a fool. That's why you should never rely on Cinder metals, because they will abandon you as soon as they get the chance. If you're new here and are wondering why manganese is Cinder, that's a long story, but it is the most Cinder of metals. It joins with everything, but not because it likes you or anything. Okay, so this should be pushing plenty of nitric acid through now. Not really, but I guess it's doing okay. I mean, it's not the side that's having problems, so I guess it's okay. Probably need to keep an eye on that, though. Okay, so we were going to cobalt, which is that away, not this away. Which the camera is reversed, so that away, not this away, which is confusing because I am going this away. I don't know. It's confusing. I'm not smart enough for these things. Okay, so the problem is cobalt. Now, there's no real reason why cobalt's slow aside from these, and the real reason they're slow is because it's my old friend sulfuric wastewater that I don't really want. just to be clear, sulfuric wastewater I don't really want is not a friend. But that should hopefully deal with some of those problems. And things should be flowing a little bit smoother. Are they? They are... I don't like this thing. That thing looks like I'm just waiting for a disaster to happen. Namely that the boxes get too full and stop working. So let's stop that happening right now. And just get rid of this crushed stone. Because this is a common problem in this base, that if you don't fix this problem now, it will haunt you when you least expect it. And then we're just turning it into... That's fine, we're just getting rid of it. Turning it to mineralized water and then just ditching it. Directly across from... something that probably could have used it. Whatever. It's fine! Okay, so cobalt is hopefully being produced more. It does look pretty good. Then you crush the cobalt. Nope, you don't crush the cobalt that way. You crush the cobalt that way. And then merge it with tungsten. And then we get just more tungsten bars, which is only good for you. In fact, we don't even need more tungsten right now. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, you know what? We may not... I was going to ride the train. I thought, you know what? I'm faster than trains. Interesting. It's kind of creating a backlog of tungsten in another way. We need to do the input priority being that side. We don't really want to be producing a lot on that side. But if it's got it ready, then might as well do something with its time, right? Okay. So now we're going to go check out yellow science. Now yellow science is the only thing we really need for this theory D2. I mean, we do need other things as well, obviously, but it's the only one that is actually too slow. And meanwhile, purple science is up, building up, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So the first question I've got is, can I give productivity modules into here? And the answer is yes, I can. Interesting. I can do productivity modules in here as well. So that makes me think productivity modules is really what I want. Now I was learning something today and I thought this was a cool trick. You go from speed to productivity and then it just works. Look at that. When I was playing around with the potential of the new train system, I realized I could do that. Not trains. Increasing the electrolyzers. I was like, that's actually a really cool feature. So I didn't know that was there, but now I suppose I do. Now, I imagine anywhere else where there are ingots going, I would like to increase their efficiencies as well. Now, I know there are some ingots being dropped off up here. Yeah, so ingots are also brought up here. No, that's just ore. Okay, but these can have production modules in them. And likewise, so can these. Now, I don't know if this will slow down the amount of... what's it called? The other things. Gosh, I've completely forgotten what they're called. The things that you make out of biters, the shards. I don't know if it'll slow those down much. Hopefully it'll be okay. But I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? Hello. Oh, thank you so much. I have water. I will not die of thirst today. Usually I try to, but my wife doesn't allow it. She's so controlling that way. Oh, that's cold. Whew. Alright, so these are going much slower now. That's probably not too much of a surprise, and I should probably speed them up. Probably wouldn't even hurt to speed them up with tier 3s. Okay. So extra efficiencies should mean we're using less ore than we were before. And that's the goal, really. Now, there is another place that takes silicon ingots, and I do not know where that is. So let's just check. Silicon ingot drop. There's 3 places, in fact. No way in hell that's good. Oh, okay. That may be the one that I was thinking of. Okay, no, you know what? Pretty sure that was the one I was thinking of. So let's try again. Silicon ingot drop. Okay, yeah. I know what that one is. That was me trying to create silicon in a more efficient manner. Ironically, I'm not sure that worked. Wouldn't that just be the way? You've done something just purely for efficiency's sake, and then it doesn't really work that way. I don't actually think these are being used currently either. I don't think we'd go too far amiss by having like improvements on silicon wafers. Like having more efficient silicon wafers can only be a good thing. That's how I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna go with, and we'll see. And if improvements on silicon wafers are a good thing, I bet you there's some more silicon wafers I can improve as well. Actually, what's going on here? See, these are also taking silicon ingots, and these also could be improved productivity-wise. So let's grab that, and then I think we're probably good with this blueprint, so we can destroy that. Okay, that slowed everything down to an absolute crawl. That was kind of expected. Put down 3 of those things. Put down some of these, I suppose, where you can find space. Just chuck them down. We may have problems with heat shielding very soon. And if that's the case, we will fix it. We'll fix heat shielding. The real delay is these. So, can we possibly speed them up with the... Yeah. Okay, good. And likewise, let's just do a big swath of blue belts. Nice. Okay, so more productive on the ingots, which can only be good for us. We did use a bunch of stuff that I think we wanted, but that's okay. Yep, just get rid of some stuff that I don't care about anymore. Bring me some more things. I could just come to you guys. It's awkward when I make them come all this way. Okay, so... Titanium is disappointing. Why? Why is that not putting out enough? Are these slow for any reason? Maybe some sulfuric waste issues, but nothing too serious. And we should be having a lot of... Why are we not? Red. Nitric acid, still a problem. We didn't fix it. Okay, well that's good. No, it's not. It's actually not good, but I'm glad to see that we actually have confirmation that it's not fixed. There we go. That's actually what I'm happy about. So nitric acid, what is the problem? Not enough nitrogen dioxide gas. Because not enough nitrogen monoxide gas. Not enough green catalysts. Ah, okay. So the problem is not necessarily that there's not enough of them. Well, actually, no, it is that there's not enough of them. But more of them plus a faster belt line would probably help. And then, because oxygen is maxed out, so that's nice. Well, it's not maxed out, but it's high enough. Okay, so we'll put the 50 in just a moment. What? Why are you... Oh, wait, what? Okay, there we go. Okay, so that adds another 100 metal catalysts to the production, and hopefully that results in more nitric acid coming through. I can't see how it's going to produce less. Although, this game does surprise you sometimes, and that does happen. Yeah, it runs out of resources so badly that it produces nothing at all. I think it just gets like stage fright, and it gets anxious, and then it doesn't want to do anything. And I mean, it's annoying, but yeah, I've been there. You know, you can't really blame it for being anxious. We all get anxious sometimes, and that's okay. Alright, so lots of nitric acid coming through. That means titanium should be doing much better. Yeah, it is. It is doing much better. And if we just check this list, 11,000, 12,000. If it goes up to 13,000, I'll leave. We went to 13,000. I leave. I'm absolutely certain that's fine now. Silicon ingots, I'm not confirmed on. Green circuits is probably... Well, it just stops. That's not a good sign. That's never a good sign. Just stops for long periods. Why? Okay, so... Huh. Alright, so the main drawback seems to be... solder. Interesting. That's no way in heck that's good. I thought we had tons of solder. Clearly not. Do we not have solder constantly going? I mean, we've got solder going here. But, yeah, solder does look very light right now. Probably because lead. Okay, but we're making solder now. We should start seeing solder here? No? No, we don't. Interesting. Okay, so my new plan... Do I even have a new plan? Or do I just say my new plan and just let it sit? That is the most fun option. But it certainly doesn't actually do anything useful. We will upgrade these to be more efficient though, because I always like to do that. That's gonna kill a couple of things probably. And we'll just make sure everything's powered. Oop. Okay, so that'll at least make things a little bit more efficient. That in a good way, as opposed to the bad ways of efficiency. Where are all these come from? They come from down here. I imagine more efficiency wouldn't be too bad there either. And again, the main problem is just green circuits. No matter however you look at it, green circuits are the problem here, due to the lack of solder. Which is weird, because that is actually pretty close to a solder base. Okay. I've decided the real problem is not solder. Well, it is. But the solder problem is caused by the lack of minerals. Yeah, we're going back here again. So we're going to... Did I just turn off my... I did. I was like, why am I slow now? So we're going to go from efficiency module to speed modules, and we are going to cause some right hell. This should be a mistake. But it's a mistake I am choosing to make. Actually, also, we could make some more efficiencies here, so let's do that too. Maybe we'll need to go pick up some extra modules before we go too far into this, because it does appear like we are using up a lot of our modules on just things as we like run through the base with reckless abandon. We are running out of a lot of things, in fact, so yeah, let's... So that'll improve efficiencies there. Solder is already pretty efficient. Possibly add some efficiencies here. We're going to need to add some speed as well, but that's okay. That'll be next. Yeah, we need more production modules. Okay, that's fine. At the very least, they're getting solder, so... You know, some small bonuses. And we'll just go get topped up with more stuff, please. You know what, I think this is where you use buffer chests. Let's try something. I think buffer chests are the things used right here. So if I go logistics request, 100 of these, and 200 of these, and actually 200 of those. Does that fill up my inventory when I don't need them? Who knows? Or when I do need them? We'll figure that out next. Pretty sure it's how buffer chests are meant to be, so I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, so that's going to be a bit slow for a moment, but we will be speeding them up in just very soon. So don't get too scared. I'm a little scared, I won't lie. I prefer to have this, yeah. So hopefully this extra production fills it up a little bit better. A little bit messy, but I frankly don't care. You know what would be even better? I mean, these are great, I love them, but what would be even better is I just went bet. And that should really burn through my resources more, but should also make more of these, thus more reds, thus more blues. And we'll do the same thing here, because that first one just showed it was such a good idea, but we're just going to knock the whole thing down because why not? And yeah, that's pretty good. Only thing that would make things better, of course, more reds. Just really want as productive as we can get, because speed modules are a dime a dozen now. Oh cute, they're still using the wrong ones. Okay, well, you know the rules. Don't use the wrong ones, because otherwise I will tear them out of you. Out of you? That was meant to be a threat, but just ended up being very confusing grammatically. Sometimes that's how grammar is. And you can't control that. And we'll just speed all this jazz up. You know what? I said we'd speed it up. I don't think you understood what I mean. I mean speed all of this jazz up. We want some fast jazz. That's what I'm saying. Like metal jazz. I don't even really know what I'm saying now, but it's what I want. And these are doing well for themselves. Could they be doing better? Probably. Yeah, I actually need them to be a bit faster than they're currently being. So hopefully that causes some real devastation in the pipelines. Devastations in the pipelines is a really cool idea for some sort of emo band. I don't know why I think that's a thing, but it should be. I don't think people even talk about emo anymore, but whatever. I don't care. Devastation of the pipelines. I suppose rather than just making things faster, I need to also make them slower. Out of curiosity, could I go from green to literally... Oh, from like a color to literally nothing? I haven't thought about that yet, and I'll probably think about it later. That should push a lot more iron through there, which is what we're going to see. We do want to see these faster as well. And what is the slowdown here? It is the wooden side of things. That's alright. They're about to get the same treatment as everything else has gotten so far. Which is everything gets being made faster, well, slower, whatever, faster, then slower, then faster again. That's how life goes, I guess. Okay, can we... Oh, yeah, we can double them. We have run out of beacons. How could this happen? Overuse of beacons? No, the children must be at fault. It is the children who are wrong. Just more efficiencies overall, isn't it? My my hair is growing longer, yeah. It's been doing that. That's just all the benefits of not being able to leave the house. I mean, very little. I can leave the house occasionally, but not very much. Hairdressers are all closed at the moment, so I just have to be patient and wait. So, you know, I just gotta cover one eye. I don't know how that works, but yeah, this is my new life. It doesn't work very well at all now that I see in the preview. Okay, and then we hopefully get more brown circuits. Could be faster though. Chuck a sneaky faster one on there. Can't make it much faster than that. I mean, I could, I suppose, but not gonna. And it looks like these probably need to be faster than what they currently are as well. So immediately that's causing interesting problems, but that's okay. That's kind of what I want to be doing here. Just producing more resources than I have the capacity for. That's the goal. Yeah, exactly. You should absolutely call the police. No, everything's fine. It's just because we are in a COVID lockdown at the moment. Now lockdowns are pretty extreme, I understand, compared to the rest of the world. So, yeah, that's all that's going on right now. So yeah, I haven't been to work in like, I mean, I work from home, but I haven't actually gone into work for like 2 months now, which has been interesting. I'm glad that I'm able to work from home though, so. Yeah, my wife's absolutely keeping me locked in the house for that sweet, sweet streamer money. I wish. For the money, not the being locked in the house part. Okay, so... You know what I might actually do? I might actually go output priority that way. And hopefully that... These are all producing, which is pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that. But... I just don't think I'm getting quite the efficiency that I want. Of course, the other option is I like delete most of these and then just have them focusing on that one. That'd be interesting. I don't know if it's a particularly good idea, but I could do that. Looks like these ones are actually pretty full as well, so maybe what I'll do... Maybe what I should do is actually get some, like, not tier 3s, but some lower tier stuff. That might actually not be a bad idea, like maybe some tier... Let's see, productivity 10%, productivity 6%. Productivity, what are you? 4%. Is that right? That can't be right. Productivity 6%, productivity 10%, productivity 4%. So that one's only a 2% increase, but that one's a 4% increase. And this one is a 4% increase as well. So really tier 2 is where you want to be. Okay. Let's just hold on 50 of these and see if we can make more red circuits this way. But this is not actually helping me make my yellow science. I'm getting very distracted on things that are not helpful. And what do I need? It's really just silicon, isn't it? I think that's what I gotta do. I just gotta get silicon. I'm stuffing around having a good time, but I'm not getting no silicon. I don't actually need the blue ones anymore. I did for a while, but I definitely don't need them anymore, so let's just get rid of them. And let's be honest, I probably don't want these red ones either. I know I thought I might want them, but I don't. Okay, so silicon still not going great. Why not though? That's the weird part. Is this just not getting through enough ore? That's probably not helping. Okay, so maybe some more speed modules here. And this is actually helping now, so that's good. Because now it should be getting through more of this ore. Speed modules? I mean, literally, do I ever have another suggestion? I don't think I do. Because if I can make more silicon ore, then that means less silicon ore needs to be used from above where all my ingots come from. Thankfully, molten silicon does seem to be growing, so that's good. But yellow science is being held up dramatically by the lack of silicon. Now, of course, rocket production should have improved with more circuits coming through, as should the things I need for the rocket tech. No, building the rocket, because I need like tons of speed modules. So here's silicon pick. I was actually right there. What is the slow? What's the cause of the slowness? Just not enough sludge. Okay, I was worried about that. Not enough sludge, eh? Okay, and that's just going on its way. Not nearly enough silicon coming through here, though. Now, of course, this silicon ore is also going places, and that's fine, but if we had more sludge, we would have more stuff. So, let's make more sludge. Now, this time we're going to do the sneaky convert. We want to cause an ecological disaster today. I think that's the actual plan. And we want to prepare to get rid of a lot of sulfuric wastewater. So let's start preparing that now in the correct manner as opposed to how I normally do it, which is the incorrect manner. The correct manner is actually having it so that if we need it, we can use it. So, filtration, we're going to upgrade those. It's a good start. We're going to upgrade all my filters. We may need more water for this, but that's alright. I'll sort that in a moment. We also want all of this to be at least blue. Like, all of this. That's going to require a lot more blue than I've actually got on hand. That's okay. It's kind of not, but that's okay. We'll get that fixed eventually. Now, after that, the problem is we don't have enough frames. Okay, so let's bring my Spidertrons. Okay, the Spidertrons can come over here. We'll sort it out after they get here. And we may have tried to produce too many things at once, which may have confused my poor little bots. I don't know quite what they're wanting to upgrade, but I gotta stand where they want to be. The next thing I want to do we go too far? Let's not go too far. One thing at a time. Plan here is to be able to use much more of these trains and actually have them going out more frequently, because these trains do not fill up very often. So we are going to improve the throughput of these trains. How are we going to do that, you say? Well, simple. With science. And then hopefully if we get these trains... See, what's going on here? It's not great. Are they just not getting through their filters fast enough? It's a little bit of that. Okay, let's just go real simple. Sorry. Filtration. 1s to 2s. Yep, real simple filter. Real simple upgrade, rather. Let's make it happen. Great. Now that that's done, we can delete that. We can always remake it again later, should we need to. Let's also speed these up. Not that it's needed right now, but let's just prepare for it. I don't know why my bots aren't launching into building things. Lord knows they've still got a lot to build. They get very confused sometimes. It helps if you run around for a second and then they figure themselves out. I think it's like, you know when there's an ice cream flavor and you really want it, but you're not going to get that ice cream flavor until all the chocolate's done, and you just sit there patiently waiting for everyone to eat the chocolate? That's what we're doing. So the bots only want to go for it. Let me explain that analogy. The bots only want to do specific places, and until they get what they want, they refuse to leave. Which is annoying, but it is also how they live. Okay, so I don't want any of that. Yeah. Trash that, and then what I would like to have is just like a lot of blues. Yeah. So I was wondering if that was going to be the case. That's fine. Yeah, we should be able to get a lot of building done right now. And hopefully with what we're doing, we will allow those trains to go faster, which will allow other things to go faster, and yada yada yada, everything will go well. It's always important at some point of your plan to say yada yada yada, because it implies that it's all pretty obvious after that. I don't know, it's not obvious. My wife shouted out, "What am I doing?" It's a valid question. Anytime she asks me, that's always valid. Okay. Do we still not have enough nitric acid? Huh. That's disturbing. It is rather disturbing, in fact. I would have thought we'd have tons of nitric acid now, but no, guess not. Why not? Not enough nitrogen dioxide, not enough nitrogen monoxide, not enough dinitrogen pterid... Wait. Okay. I think we still need more catalysts, believe it or not. I don't really believe it, but I think all the catalysts got stuck up this way. That is probably what happened. We got some stuck up catalysts. I didn't ask to have stuck up catalysts. These catalysts think they're better than everyone. How rude. You know, it's probably the problem that I started to split them onto 2 different belts. So what I might do, catalyst, and just make it go fast. Okay, we're probably good now. Certainly hope so. Like, we've added way more catalysts than I think was a good idea. That could probably easily take like 400 catalysts. Wouldn't it be funny if it still wasn't enough? I'm really feeling that may actually happen here. Really need to get that titanium up. I legitimately feel this still might not be enough because of ridiculously long belts. They are coming back though, so maybe it's okay. But then again, they are also getting stuck up there. Nope, we have really made a mistake. Wonderful. But at the same time, having this does allow me some extra leeway should things start running out again, which, as we know, has happened before. It shouldn't happen again, but I certainly don't trust it. Okay, I think it'll be actually good this time. So, do I believe it? No, not really. I never do. You can't believe your own lies. You're your biggest enemy propaganda, as they say. No one ever says that. Perhaps they should. This is looking pretty good. It's all coming together. Yeah, that's enough green circuits now. Hopefully that corresponds to more everything else. Do we have problems with deuterium gas? No, that's not the one that actually backs up. This is... Yeah, okay, we've got lots of deuterium gas. Phew! That could have been scary. Okay, I'm just going to run up and down while my bots figure out where they want to go. So I worked out if I replaced all these efficiency modules with speed modules, then speeding up to blue belts will actually make this fast enough. The real question is whether after that I'm going to need more catalysts, or not catalysts, electrodes. That is a better question, but that's one we'll figure out together. So hopefully the Spidertron comes back with a lot more faster belts, because we are running out. And they don't want to go anywhere right now, it seems. They're very shy. They want that good ice cream. Okay, hello. Do you have a lot of blue belts for me? You have some. I really wanted more than that, but oh well. I don't know if there's going to be enough for this, but we'll give it a go. The bots do not leave very fast. I wonder if it's part of the do with the UPS. And it could be. But I frankly do not know. Okay, so at this point I think we're about I mean, we're not done, obviously. The bots are just lazy. Like, the bots can see how much work there's to do, and they're like, nah. There doesn't seem to be rhyme or reason for their laziness. Okay, the point is, what we need to do is probably start the upgrades. So we can do that. So we want to upgrade. This is going to be interesting for power, but we'll see how it goes. Efficiency for speed. And just making it happen. It's going to take 500 efficiency modules out for 500 speed modules. Gosh, this can't be a bad idea. I wonder if power, we're going to see literal differences in power coming up. I mean, not really. Also, we ran out of blue belts again. Can't really say I'm too surprised, though. We also ran out of blue modules, so I guess that's not surprising as well, given how hard we're about to ram that. Bots, your spirit animal because they are lazy? Oh, I've gone too far. No, come back here. I need all the blue belts. Feed me! Yeah, I really didn't get enough of them, but that's okay. Looks like I understood buffer chest correctly, so that's nice. Ah, that's valid. I have a different rule for that sort of thing. My rule is if there's too much to do and I don't know where to start, my rule is just start anywhere. Like literally anywhere is a better place to start than nowhere. Because yeah, it's very easy to get into that position of I don't know what to do. I'm not going to do anything, because then you don't do anything. The policy is just start anywhere, and if it's the wrong place, you'll figure it out midway through, and then you start doing something else. And that works pretty well for me. May not work for everyone, of course, but works well for me. Okay, we got silicon coming through again, which means we've probably got yellow science being made. Not by the millions, but it's being made. I would appreciate it if it was being made faster. Do I abandon this other plan that I'm working on and start my next strategy? I think I do, because I started this last time. Because I knew that I'd need to convert a lot of silicon. So I think, why not do this now? But yeah, Gims, I totally respect that. We do not have a lot of blues. Cobalt steel is hopefully not a problem. No, it's just trying to get through it all, I think, is the main issue. It's just trying to get a lot done. So my plan is we're going to have more chemical furnaces, making more of the silicon, and hoping that'll make things a little bit easier for myself. So we've made a big patch here. Now the plan was we're going to, because this only needs what, silicon and nitrogen. Nitrogen is easy enough. It's the easiest resource in the world, aside from water. So It doesn't need to be fueled or anything, so yeah, that's easy as heck. Now, how much belts? Probably let's go with blue. Oh, really? We could just have like one hickin' long belt. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, yeah, that works. You know, hickin' long belt is pretty good. Hickin' long belt, yo! Now we do need to figure out nitrogen, but we... Oh, actually nitrogen is probably where we run into a problem with hickin' long belt as a strategy. 63 per second. Hickin' long belt, yo! In fact, that is going to go down even further now, isn't it? Okay, so that requires a massive total of 97 nitrogen per second. Oh no, how will I ever gather 97 nitrogen per second? I'm being sarcastic, it's super easy. 97 nitrogen is almost nothing. Because this will produce about 275. That's too much. Should I stop? Absolutely not. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, don't know how to stop. Please help me, got no brakes. And then we just go like this, and we flip. We freaking flip, guys! We freaking flip. And then we figure out how to get silicon down here. And then we figure out how to take it back up, and then we should be pretty good. The only problem is I think we don't have quite the belts for it. That might be a problem. But I know who would. No, I don't actually, because I took away all your red belts. And you've got 490 belts. 490 will just have to do. Okay, let's see. I mean, if we're really stuck, we can just use undergroundies, and hopefully that'll help. And then if we bring it straight along from here to there... Oh, no, 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 no. No. That's called problematic times. We do not want problematic times. I think I just saw the spider turn up. Hey, spider. Oh, I just took a lot of stuff I didn't really want. That's cool, that's cool. It's really not. Okay. I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to have in my inventory anymore, but that's alright. I'll figure it out on the day. I didn't actually get what I wanted. Okay. And then, of course, even when we do this, we then have to go back with all our ill-gotten loot. This is going to be a little trickier, but we'll manage. The good news is we just follow that belt and we'll know where to go. Haha! The belt knows the way. It's like a Yeti. No, that's right, that's right, that's the right stuff. I think. Yes, that's the right stuff. Oh my goodness, I was so worried for a moment there. Now, if we do it like this and have it actually output like another notch, then that here is where the shenanigans are afoot. Done. Shenanigans completed, spaghetti continued. This is the most important part of it, that the spaghetti has not stopped. Non-stop spaghetti, that's what they used to call me in high school. No, they didn't. That would have been weird. Yeah. I'm sure whatever they called me was just as unpleasant. Let's be honest, everyone had a almost pretty shitty high school. Okay, and there we go. That's good. We didn't actually get the silicon working yet. But that'll be working right now. Okay, so that should allow us to make a lot more, just everything really. Okay. We have run out of silicon again. That's fine. It's fine. I expected such shenanigans. I mean, you can tell by just how much I just lost the will to live in that brief moment. You can tell everything's fine by the fact that I just sort of just collapsed. Like, no, nothing's fine. How many blue belts do I even have coming my way? That's the real question. 29, that's a low number. Oh, I wonder if that's because this is still within... Because they're still going to the spider. Hey Solburn, how you doing? Look, it's going well. Massive silicon problems, but aside from that, we're going okay. Slight defeatist attitude going on, but you know, we'll get there, we'll get there. Because I literally don't know what else to do. I've been hit by a train, I guess that was an option. 36 UPS. Yep. It's going slow. But we'll get there. More beacons? Look, honestly, more beacons is how I've been doing most things these days. We actually have a problem with lack of resources now, but... Oh! These... I'm pumping out not enough water. Interesting problem. And the other ones don't have enough electrodes. That's fine, we sort of saw that one coming too. It's really just about trying to get everything to go faster right now. And like I suspected, we weren't going to have enough purified water for this process. But that's okay. When you expect it, you know it's alright. That's the logic I'm going to go with right now. Oh, fantastic. Beacons of hope. Yes, hell yes. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, that biters sound pretty rough. I have not experienced those things in quite some time. So the plan is right now to just try and get this going again. So we have made a lot of improvements that'll require a lot more water. When that happens, then we'll be in a much better state. In theory. But we do need more water first, so... How much do these output per second? 1,000 per second? Okay, but that is also being divided up. He says, realizing it's not actually being divided up properly. Because a pipe only handles about 1,000 per second. But if we get more water being pumped through... How much does one of these want? About 4,000. Oh. Okay. Off they go to do whatever the hell they decide to do. Oh, hell, once you get military science, you should be in a lot better state, I guess. Okay, we are starting to have the problem being not enough slag. That's okay. It's kind of where we want it to be. Because, well, not really. The problem is we're not purifying enough of these fast enough. And we are getting too much hydrogen. Wow, okay. So, more water purifiers, I suppose. What are these purifying? Oh, it's mineralized water. Yeah, okay, I don't care about mineralized water at all. What I might do is pop down one of these with one of... A little bit bigger hole, I think. Good. No, that doesn't make sense at all, does it? You gotta go like that. But you gotta get the water going the right direction or things don't work. I really fear doing a Death World base. Like, I want to one day, but I'm just like, oh god, it's just gonna be nightmare situation. I'm just scared about, like, doing the initial setup for, what is it, SeaBlock, because I'm like, oh good, SeaBlock, I'm going to have to learn how to make a vanilla base again, more or less, and that's going to be interesting, because I haven't done that for a long time. Let's just get that out of the way. Great. It'll probably be fine. I'm just scared about it. Can't be scared of everything though, right? I mean, you can. You shouldn't be though. And then Yeah? Oh, well, yeah, the bite is probably the problem. I mean, it's just because I haven't played vanilla in a long time. It'll be okay. So now they should be going through these better. What is the delay? Too many of these bad boys, huh? Really? That's the delay. Too many of those bad boys. We've got too many bad boys filling up our grill. Okay, well, if we do that, we should have less bad boys. I anticipate the next problem will be too much like hydrogen or carbon, too much oxygen or hydrogen. I mean, that would make sense for being the next problem. In fact, already oxygen looks like it's threatening to be a problem. It's threatening. But we are melting more slag, but we need to melt slag faster than that, please. And actually, let's speed this up as well, because why not? That should result more slag, and should result in more deliciousness. Has deliciousness increased? Yeah, I guess. I mean, deliciousness has to increase. And faster these to get through them. Actually, they probably don't need to be faster, those ones. The important thing is deliciousness must always increase. It is like entropy. Attacks before power. Holy crap. I've heard Death World is the one that you might actually want to consider having efficiency modules as a regular thing just for the like reduction in pollutions. I don't know if that's actually true or not, or if it's just something I've heard, but okay. So they weren't getting enough water, but now they are. Hydrogen is now officially a problem. How much hydrogen does one line create per second? Not enough to really be a problem, but enough to be slightly a problem. Let us create an overflow valve here. Oh, that's a valid point, yeah. Okay, does that burn through more hydrogen? And these are going slowly? Really? Why? Oh, because they... Because they need to get through more mineralized water. I don't actually... I love how the bots just sit there for ages and go, oh yeah, I guess we can do something. I believe that's the UPS just being low though. Oh, and I think... Yeah, I kind of created a problem when I did that. So what I want to do is have top-up valves going that way. Forgot about that problem. I mean, this is really almost a new build at this point, just the amount of change they have to make just to speed module it. But it looks like it's getting through it better. A little bit better anyway. Valid. Yeah, okay, modules are the problem, aren't they? If you don't get the modules, you're not really doing much. Sulfuric wastewater, yep, surprise, surprise. We got a lot of that. We really do have a lot of sulfuric wastewater. I don't actually know if this is actually helping, but at least I'm doing something. Actually, you know what? These do seem to be fuller than they used to be, so... How are these going? This one's going... Got some slow down there, not enough slag. Really? That's... surprising. Why are these not going? Do we not have enough acid? Is that the problem? It certainly does look like the problem, doesn't it? Do these... They have acid gas problems? They just got enough... They don't have enough acid gas? Pretty much. Okay. Not these ones. Yeah, it's almost like we couldn't... It wouldn't go to a miss by building another one of those. You're just making you want to play Death World now. Just to suffer and die. There is no other hope. There is no hope in Death World, just suffering and death. Okay. I mean, I don't know that. Maybe there is joy to be found in the Death World Club. Okay, where is my... Okay, well those acid gas pipes can just be moved aside for the moment. Because, I mean, the whole point of this is to just build more acid gas, so... Man, I don't need AI in this game. I don't have very much AI on myself. One would argue that it was just regular eye over here, but I would not argue that. Okay, so hopefully with any of the acid gas we get here, could also use more sulfuric wastewater. So hang on, what's up with all the sulfuric acid? Is it not going anywhere? Doesn't look like it's going anywhere. It's being lazy. I was going to grab some pipes to go and grab that acid as well, but I don't think we have quite the resources for that just yet. So what we will do is grab some pipes. And we'll grab the acid from down here because might as well. Can't go wrong with grabbing acid, as they say. Ain't nothing ever gone wrong with stealing acid that wasn't yours. Sure they do. Everyone says it. I guess we just hang out in different crowds. Okay, so that should give us a decent bit more acid. It will hopefully burn through sulfuric acid a little bit better too. Actually, you know what? I don't need to go and get stuff. You can go get stuff. I'm busy. Go get stuff, guy. Off you go. And then we can get that acid gas and put it with the other acid gas. Put that fire with the rest of the fire, as they say. It also just occurred to me that I do need some sort of fuel over here. Didn't think about that. That's acid gas, yep. Hmm. Hang on, I've got some of these. Okay, I need some degree of fuel source. I guess I can get fuel from over here. Because I really have no other options. Because I didn't really think about that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine on the basis that I literally have no other options. I ran out of stuff. Wait, do I have more? I do have more. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Don't do that again. That was bad. And then we sort of just hook it up that way. There we go. Now all we need is just a bunch of red circuits, red belts, and we're good. This is the worst plan, but then again, we know my plan's good. Okay. Hopefully we're seeing a little bit more of this coming through, but I don't know if we are. I could speed module these. Oh, mineral sludge is actually backing up there. That's not great. I mean, it's not bad as well, because if it's backing up there, that means I can just put a pump in there. And that would improve things to some amount. Just put it through the valley of pipes. How fast is that one going? Could be faster. Gonna be faster. Oh. I was like, why is it not working? Okay, and that should fill the first train up immediately, and the second one's probably done as well. Why is this line so slow? Where is this even coming from? Oh, it's because it's being split up two ways. Okay, well if we do that... Okay, that's good. Wow, it's actually... Well, the little work that I've done there has actually really helped. And that would hopefully result in more silicon. Speaking of which, we're going to double check that in just a moment. Well, these 37K trains, they're pretty easy to maintain because usually I got 37K in there by the time they're done. 50Ks take a little bit longer, obviously, but they don't need to be replenished quite as often. I remember there used to be a time when I'd actually have enough sludge to actually fill up all the trains and then have nowhere else for them to go. 250s in a row makes it a bit difficult, but... That one's off. Nice. Actually, that one didn't even run out. I don't know where this train's going, but I'm going to hitch a ride. I know I'd run faster than it would, but... Really, most of the trains at this point are just sludge trains. And you know what? No, I think actually I do want to keep that where it is. Okay, how are we doing with yellow signs? That's really the thing that everyone wants to know. 700 is actually doing okay. The slowness is with insulated wires. Really? That is not a hard thing to fix. So let's go get a resupply, because that's always an important first step in any process. We're probably not going to get many in the way of belts. Oh god. Going to get a lot of more stuff than I really want. That's... Okay. I want to click on things, but I was worried that I'd misclick, and then I immediately misclicked. And then I lost all my top-up valves. Yeah, what? Why do I not have top-up valves in here? It's the real question, isn't it? You're wondering too? You have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah. You wonder about a lot of things with me. Sorry? Yeah, I never know what I'm talking about either, if it makes you feel any better. Here we have a steam engine 1. It exists. I don't know why it exists, but it does. Alright, so let's see if we can figure out how to get insulated wires coming a bit faster, because it's a little bit bad that that is the reason for slowness now. Resins could be part of the issue. Not great. But if we do that and really increase the productivity of them, maybe that'll help. It'll help a little bit at least. And probably some more speed as well. Okay, so do we have a shortage of resin? Is that the problem, or is just... little bit. Not a huge shortage of resin, but certainly it's not helping. Yeah, that should be enough once it starts backing up, which... Oh, you know what's probably not helping as well? The fact that they're just not fast enough, again. Okay, so every one of these is going to produce like 3 or so. Yeah, that helps. That took 5 minutes to get 1,000, but I reckon we can get insulated wires even faster. That'll be, in fact, insulated wires are looking okay. Probably shouldn't have done it that way. Should have done it these ones fastest and these ones second. Why are these? That one should be the one that's offsetting them that way. There we go. And that looks to be a better thing. We could also increase the efficiency of these. And that should also result in good times. Because you always want it, whatever you do, you want it to result in good times. I shouldn't need to tell anyone that. Yeah, it's looking almost perfect. That last one's a little bit front and low, but yeah. It's not due to the lack of resin though, so that's alright. Okay, but a lot more yellow science is coming in. Science is currently being researched. These are being made. Getting 5 going at the same time. This little arm is actually struggling with keeping up with it. Good job, little arm. I don't remember which one's better, the core or the arm. As far as I can remember, Total Annihilation, they were the same faction. But I've said that to a friend before, and I think I almost got into a fist fight over it. I didn't know why, but it almost happened. I am joking, of course. But the idea that someone would get a fist fight over like a faction of a video game that very few people remembered is kind of funny to me though. But it's also not a true story, so you know, I'm a liar. Okay, so these ones need to have productivity increased. And molten titanium is still slow. Because of this, for some reason. This looks to be a shortage of all minerals. Which is a little weird. I would have thought we got that sorted now, but clearly not. Ah well. We'll probably be getting a resupply of some of those anyway, so don't worry too much. Too many offshore pumps there. I probably picked those up before by mistake. Probably don't need that many chemical furnaces. No, I haven't launched all the rocket parts I needed to yet. I've still got to launch the fuel cells, 4 thrusters, 10 hull components, and 1 FTL drive. But I figured I could do that once I had the research I needed for the rocket ship. Which, by my estimations, I need to launch... Hang on, let me do some maths. These are productivity 24, so 24 means 124 to 100. So 200,000 divided by 1.24. So I need 162,000 space science. So, because I need 62 space science, currently I have 75,000, so I still need 100 more rockets launched. Fuck, really? And then I can focus on getting the other things done, because at that point we don't need any rockets launched for any other reason. We are running out of heat shields. Oh no. Is that for any particular reason, or is it just because we suck? It's just because we suck. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see what's happened. Okay. Because while we were trying to improve efficiency, we also slowed down these. So if we could speed them up just a tad, it would probably be some sort of improvement. Because we need to get a heat shield. Heat shielding is actually the problem right now. It's not anything else. These are coming through. The delays are... with these electronics. Interesting. What's their delays? Plastic. Interesting. Why? Shouldn't we have tons of plastic by now? Yeah, all the others are possible, but the problem is not the FTL drive, but the FTL technology. And the FTL technology needs all the space science, so while I can launch all of them, I would rather get all the space science accumulated first before launching rockets that don't actually give me any progression. Like, yes, I do need them, but the best time to do that is while researching the space science. The last fast and light theory. Well, it's not even fast and light theory at that point, it's actually fast and light propulsion systems. So that's why I'm holding off on that for the moment. We will get there, definitely, but not yet. Okay, so these are the ones that are actually too slow due to plastics. And the reasons we don't have plastics is very many. Oh yeah. Although we do have plastic coming through here. Plastic is also going somewhere else, but that's okay. But once we get, like right now, what I'm actually keeping an eye on, actually, you know what? I did want to do something. This is kind of a stupid thing to do, but I wanted to do it. Because I wanted to keep an eye on how much science I actually had. Because when I have enough, I can start turning things off permanently. Because once we have, say, it's 162,000, so divide that by 2, that gives me 81. So once I have 162 plus 81, once I have 243 of any one science in these warehouses, I just don't need the science anymore. I can just turn it off perpetually. Oh wait, no, I'm building the wrong ones. Buffer chests. Buffers. So, let's try that again. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff on the ground. Hello. Whoops. I didn't want that. Okay, so the plan is we're going to build some buffer warehouses. Why did I take a poop randomly on the ground? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think... I thought it was the no judgment zone, Gims. Why didn't you? It's the best place to poop. Anyway, that's gotten really weird really quickly. Not really different from any other conversation I have on this channel, though, I suppose. Okay, now I don't know if this will work quite the way I want it to. I hope it does. I suppose that's true. Humanity has made mistakes before, though. As have I, clearly. One more warehouse, please. Okay, great. What I'll do is I'm going to create these buffer chests, requesting 200,000 of stuff when I find them. So this one wants... It's actually... Can I even have that? It's got a storage of 512 times 200. It can hold just 100,000. You know, that's probably fine for now. No, we just go there, and we want 100,000. Actually, no, that's a really stupid idea. Why would I do that? I had a really good plan there, and then I was like, this is the dumbest plan I've ever had. How about when we are 200,000 research away from something, we just really kill our resources? When we're on the last patch, maybe that's the time to do it. But it's not now. Like, soon. Yeah, that's not wrong. But maybe I should actually hold on to those warehouses for the moment, because I did just build them, and it's a plan for another day. So let's bring those warehouses back. It's always good to see some science happening. In fact, I don't even need them back. I could have just told them to construct. Oh boy, I'm really fighting myself today, aren't I? Someone's got to fight me, and it better be me. Okay, we good now? Great. So what we could do is go red, 200, green, 200, not green, which is blue, 200. There's another color, it's called purple. You love it. That's purple again. I got confused. Pink, yep. I mean, actually, there's no reason why pinks can't be going for... No, there's no reason to push the resources to their absolute limits right now. We're not trying to shut off anything. Gosh, I've really got to fight myself over this, don't I? I'll get there, though. Yellow, and I don't worry about space science, because space science is already being planned. In fact, I don't think I need weapons testing anymore. A worthy opponent. More like I want it to be a fair fight. It's like the old line, you know, it's like arguing with a pig. The pig gets, you both get dirty and the pig loves it. I think it's meant to be arguing with a lawyer, which, you know, having known a few lawyers in my time as friends, just putting it as friends, like making sure people don't think I'm in some sort of legal disputes constantly. Yeah, lawyers love a good argument. I don't know if that's like a requirement for the job, but holy crap, they do love a good argument. They don't even love a good argument, they'll just love any argument, in my personal experience. Just speed the heavy shielding, the heat shielding up, because boy, is that something we're going to need a lot more of. But at least we're getting it efficiently now. Okay, what is the slowdown for? I believe, if anything, it would probably still be titanium. It's probably not helping that I'm just pushing all of it out to, what is it, gold? Yeah, I have lots of gold. I don't need to do that. I would rather the titanium than the gold. Titanium is useful for so many more things. Yeah. Well, I'm not input limited there. Oh, I see what you mean. No, yeah, you're right. And that should mean titanium comes through at a decent rate now. It will, of course, slow down this gold production, but quite frankly, I'm not too worried right now. And I've got a secondary gold facility down here, which does pretty well. I am missing the silicon. That's fine. The silicon ingots also need to be faster, I suppose, is also the point we've got to make. But titanium should be at a better pace now, because now we're actually getting the resources. At last, a worthy opponent. That is this deconstructed 395,000 ores. It's been very busy. They have not been happy campers, let me tell you. So we're just going to let that continue. And we're going to go back to getting heat shield. Over 9... yeah, 300,000 is definitely over 9,000. Like, you've identified the truth. That 3,000 is a significantly higher number than 9,000. Good job. Sorry, I got to point out Destroyer Lake again. I like it. It's my favorite lake. Okay, so blue chips coming in. I don't really know if we've got enough of them, but you know, you got to try. Now, the speed problems, these are being crushed just fine. The silicon powder, chef's kiss. It's fine. We do this, just squidge it out a bit. You gotta squidge. You gotta squidge. Alright, we've squidged. Then put some power down. There we go. So now with the squidging, we have these going faster. Of course, we're going to have to squidge these as well. But that's not a problem. We're experts at squidging now, as you know. We are squidge masters. That is too fast inserters. Too fast to insertery. Okay. Prepare to squidge. Squidging engaged. Squidging is happening. Prepare your bodies, for the squidgening has begun. Look at that, they've got lots of doubles. I don't know why. Fear not. The squidging will happen. Oh shit. Squidging. Squidge them. I love the double power poles. What the hell? Nope. The squidgening shall happen again. And this time, it's personal. Personal squidging. I'll be honest, I just started saying the word squidge. Looks like someone copied and pasted that and just rotated it. Look, you know what? It's a common problem in this base, and if I find out who did... Like, look at this! Look at this! And this! If I find out who did this, I will give them a piece of my mind, don't you worry. We all know it was me. We all know it was me. This is not a multiplayer game. This is why I need to play this game multiplayer, just so I can blame someone that's not me. I had a friend who's like, oh, I might want to play SeaBlock one day. I'll join you for that. And I was just like, oh, yeah, that'll destroy my life. I probably won't be doing that on stream, though. Missing power output on one of them? Am I? Oh, you're quite right. Thank you. That was some failed squidging when that happens. But this should allow a lot more heat shields coming through. This is looking promising, actually. Slowdown is caused by these. There's no real reason for the slowdown there, aside from these, which could be sped up if I wanted them to be, but quite frankly, I think we're at max speed for making these, which means we're also max speed. Are we achieving this? We've got 295 of them, holy crap. We might be able to turn this off soon. That would be a huge save of resources. Maybe I'll like have a backlog of some. You know what? Let's start thinking about that now, just in case. So connect the logistics network, speed modules. If we have less than 600, actually, let's just go less than 500 because if it turns off, it is going to like back up all of this, and that is probably still too much. So yeah, let's just prepare for lots. Now, I'm noticing I'm not seeing anything coming down here, and this is making me pretty sad. I'm getting sadder the more I walk down this way. What's missing? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. So these green things aren't actually being used because I'm not making greens anymore and haven't for quite some time. Okay. Burp. So because I haven't been making greens for a long time, that also means that these... Okay. Damn right. Okay, so that'll produce my reds. Now I could run into a similar situation. Probably not actually, because they're all going to the same warehouse. I could also stop polishing greens. Reds, we've got plenty of reds. This one had to be done like that for a reason. And we're getting a shortage of transistors. Really? Really? How are we getting a shortage of transistors? Shouldn't we be getting millions of transistors? We may have a plastic problem, actually. Yeah, it's a plastic problem. There is a solution to the plastic problem. It's not one that I necessarily want to do, which is we just build this again. It's not highly effective, but it will do the job. Like if we just copy and paste this nasty thing, get some green catalysts in it. Okay, well we are, oh, you know what, we're actually about done for the stream today, I'm afraid. So that will be us for tonight. But thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. If you are new to the stream and you think you want to watch more of this, please give a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And you know, that way you'll know when I'm streaming next and all that good stuff. Otherwise, if you are interested in watching old episodes, you can see them on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That is where I post the episodes. I am quite a little bit behind, but I'm posting them once every 2 days just to completely not flood your inboxes. So I'm actually being pretty diligent on that at the moment. So if that's what you want to see, that's where you go. You can also subscribe to me if you do so feel inclined. Do not feel like you have to, but you know, this. I love your farewell, Kims. But you know, if you feel like you want to support the channel, I mean, you're absolutely welcome to. I will not stop you. And you get cute little kitty cats as well, and all that sort of jazz. Also, there is a Discord channel, which subscribers do get into access to a secret part of that. But of course, what does that matter? There's no one there anyway. Well, very few people anyway. But that is the best place to communicate with me if you want to communicate outside of the stream. And that is also where I will be posting questions when I'm done with this about what to do when I'm taking my short break. But I don't know how long that'll be because science didn't really get progressed that far today. But actually, it's going all right now. It's doing okay. More titanium would make that better, but it's happening. We're working on it. We're getting somewhere. Anyway, I'm done for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.